Here we go. Okay. Where am I? Where am I? There we are. And I gotta. I'm trying to work this process out of what to do at what point. So, and I'm there we go. And there we go. Oh, I can't spell. There we are. Okay. So, so I think I'm just gonna. I'm still gonna do the Sunday night 8 o'clock stream, but these just out of nowhere streams are probably gonna become more common because it seems to help me concentrate on doing stuff. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. You know, I say lots of things, and the different things happen, right? So now let's go over here, and I'm not numbering the streams anymore. I'm just going to put a title and a description of what we're actually doing. You know, of course, I can't do the description until the video's over, but yeah, that will allow us to allow I don't know, I already forgot what I was saying. I've only had 1 cup of coffee. I got up, cleaned the kitchen up a little bit. Well, I didn't plan on cleaning the kitchen a little bit, but the coffee, my wife and my son had an 8 o'clock game 60 miles away, so they were long gone and the coffee pot was off by the time I got up. Which meant it was cold, so I had to wait for the coffee to heat up. So in the meantime, while I was waiting for that, I did dishes. Okay, what is that right there? It needs to go. Okay. So, I'm trying to find the video. No, that's the old one. Where am I? I know it's on. Oh, there we are. There we are. Date's wrong, confused me. Yeah, well, so what? So I have it set up to where it's just waiting for the software to connect, and I need to go in there and figure out how to change that date, or maybe I need to just reset the whole thing up. I'm totally learning. I don't know how to do any of this streaming stuff. So this is all new to me. So right now I'm just trying to smooth this out as best I can. And because that's pretty prominent right there, right? You can't leave it all jacked up like that. My little wood carving tools again, right? Oh, you guys can't see what I'm doing because the camera's... Ah, sorry. There. How's that? This transition right here is really bad. So the Blue Angels are coming to Junction this year. They come about every 3 years or so, maybe every 5. I'm trying to decide if I want to spend the money to go, to actually get in the gate. A lot of people just go out and hang out outside the airport and just watch the show from there. It's $35 a head, you know, and so you end up taking everybody, and it's ends up being a $200 bill. That's not insignificant in my life. All right, the more I work around this thing right here, the more I'm wanting to cut it off. So guess what? I'm going to cut it off. Okay. So I'm going to come across here. Come in here. Whoop. That could have been bad. There we go. Yeah, because I'm just going to do that with styrene. That's just crazy. Trying to do that with the milliput. Okay. I need to get aggressive here. You know, when the black one comes out, things are getting serious. I can see it now. I'm going to have to call 911 for you from California. What did I say? I forgot if I said something. I forgot already. You know, that's the great thing about getting old, is you can go to a restaurant and order something, and they can bring you something else, and you're none the wiser. And that's good, because then you just don't have to argue with them about getting the wrong meal. It's not not what I ordered. And they could say, yeah, it is. And you'd be like, oh, okay. I guess I did. My bad. I am not sure what's going on right there. Almost cutting yourself. Oh, yeah. It's happened before. I typically well, you know, I've only cut myself bad enough that I almost passed out once. I mean, doing this. And actually cutting, I was this finger. There's a scar right here. I was I don't know, 14 or so. And I had my X-Acto. And I was building the Tamiya Flak 88. And I had the barrel. And I was scraping the barrel seam like this. Right? Like this. And I went whoosh, like this. And this knife went all the way to the bone. So I had this X-Acto knife stuck in my finger. And I was in my bedroom at my grandma's house. And I went to the bathroom, didn't scream for anybody or anything because it was fine. I had it. It was just, that's not the way the world worked back then. If you screamed, nobody would have came anyway. and I put it under cold water, and that was a big mistake because I hit the floor. and I remember, I think my brother found me like grayed out on the floor, just like, oh, what the heck, and that was worse than the time that I ran my finger through a table saw. Running your finger through a table saw really, was it this finger? I think it was this finger right here. Yeah, there's the scar. I was pushing some wood through table saw at work and pushed my whole finger through it. Luckily, I had the blade low, which you should. You should always have the blade low. You guys that have the blade stacked up high, you're just asking for it. So yeah, well, see there, I just made the decision to remove all the raised detail off the deck. Or the decision was made for me. So yeah, that was interesting. I just went into the office, got the first aid kit, wrapped the bandage around the end of my finger. It didn't cut it off. It just, since I had the blade low, it basically just cut halfway through it. And it didn't hurt. So I just bandaged it up, and the boss wouldn't let me go back to the wood shop, so I just sat in the office for the rest of the day. Went home, came back, and went back to work the next day. Oh, cringing here. Yeah, it sounds horrible, doesn't it? It's all right. And when I ran my finger through the table saw, I'll tell you what I did. This is what happened. I just realized I didn't bring a roll of paper towels down here. I got in my rhythm, and I was cutting strips of ash, and I let my mind wander and I started thinking about something else. So that's what happened. That was dumb. So don't do that. Don't let your mind wander. At least not when you're doing something like that. Okay, so this is a lot better, but I still have a bulge here that I have to deal with. This is pretty good. There's still some bumps in it. So we just got to keep going here until it works itself out. At this point, I've decided this is where my shape's going to be, and I'm just trying to smooth it out now. I'm not shaping anymore, other than this bulge that I'm trying to get out right here. I'm done shaping. Does that mean it's accurate? No, it just means I'm done. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. And that's what you got to do sometimes. You know, you just gotta. Yeah, at some point you have to say I'm done. And that's okay. So how deep is this bump? It's at least a 16th, if not 3/32. That's pretty significant. Can I get in there with this? I can. So how many people out there freak out when I get this thing out? Is he really going to use that? Yeah. Yeah, he is. Because he's crazy. No. Use what you need to use to get the job done. Man, that stuff is rock solid. Okay. I'll have to clean that up later. I don't know that that's much smoother than it was. This corner is going to be a problem. I have to admit, I'm pretty happy to be making some significant progress on this thing. Feels like I'm actually moving forward. You know, sometimes you get on a project and it just feels like you're not making any progress. And that can be discouraging. Okay. What am I looking for? This. I want to get this out of here right now. It's kind of in my way and I can't see this line. This is still too proud right here, but I'm not sure that I'm going to worry about it. Because my fear is that I'm going to get in there and I'm going to cut it right down to the plastic. Right down to my, you know, that piece of plastic that I shoved in there. And I don't know that I want to do that. It gives. Yeah. Huh. It gives quite a bit. Didn't you just say you weren't going to do that? Yes, yes I did. I did say that I wasn't going to do this. Oh, obviously I lied. Okay, I like that better. See, I said I wasn't going to fix it, and then I fixed it anyway. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying a few videos ago, that, you know, if you're going to second guess yourself, just fix it, because it'll drive you crazy for the rest of your life. Oh yeah, that's much better. Okay. You guys still can't see, huh? Because it's stupid. Is my bucket down here? It is. I have screws. I'm going to screw this thing all together today. I guess the new computer will be here Wednesday. So that means next weekend we will be up and running on the new system. Oh, which should be very helpful. quad aught steel wool. Get some. Okay. I need to get in here. Clean these channels out here. This is a cocktail stick. You know, a spear for putting in like a martini or something. I haven't had a martini in a while. I should make myself a martini. Those are pretty good. Oh, what, cat? Cindy, what are you doing? Cindy. That's pretty good for now. Okay. I think we're ready for some more Mr. Surfacer. So a little bit of acetone. A little bit of Mr. Surfacer. This one is almost empty. Almost. Get my brush. And goop it on. Okay, yeah, I can already, that's so much better than it was last night. Way better. We're really close. Really close now. I don't know if you can see that. And see, I mean, it was much, much worse than that last night. Although I want to put a bunch in right here where this hole is. There's a hole right here that's just nasty. It's not a hole, it's like a really large pothole, I guess. Some more right there. If you're not familiar with what Mr. Surfacer is, it's basically really thick primer. And you use it as a microfiller, basically. And it's I think it's lacquer base. So it flashes off pretty quick, dries pretty fast. Looks like that. There's 500, 1000, 1200, and 1500. And there's gray and black and white. I don't know if they all come in all the different grades, but I think I have some white 1000. I don't have the 1500. I really don't use the 1000 that much because I have primer, so I don't I don't know, I guess I just never saw the need for it. So we're going to let that dry, and we'll get back to it. Right? So while it's drying, let me do this. Set that there. Is that in the way? It probably is. Got my mess going here, and it's trash. What do I want to do? Okay, I want to talk about this. Come here, baby. Okay. Let's just back a little more. Can never have enough space. All right, so yeah, we've been working on this for a while, and what I've decided is that I'm not really going to go any further with this, and mainly because it's at that point where I'm not sure if it's done or not, which means it's done. And I talked about this last night, I think. Yeah, so you need to kind of come up with your own gauge of when something is done. And that's my gauge. My gauge is, okay, when I start wondering if I should do something else, that means I should stop. Because if I go any further, I'm going to jack it up. And that's just my own personal experience of how I do things and how I work. So the only thing that this thing needs is I need to deal with this right here. The antenna post. I need to fill that. Why I didn't do it before, I don't know. But so I need to fill that, and I think this had the other antenna up here. I have to look at the reference photos and see, because I don't think they had the antenna here. I think it had the antenna here. But again, you know, it's going in my display case. Does it really matter? You know, like I was just talking about things that'll drive you crazy. This wouldn't necessarily drive me crazy. I don't, a lot of time, most of the time I don't put antennas on because it's just something to get broken. And it's not really a prominent thing to me. It's a great detail. I'm not saying don't do it, but for me it doesn't really add anything personally. So I need to do the pitot. I need to put the pitot on it, deal with this, and wow, I just noticed the tail split. Are you kidding me? Holy cow. Wow, that sucks. Ooh, that really sucks. All right, so yeah, what the heck am I going to do about that? How far split is it? Holy guacamole. Okay. That's all right. It's good enough. And then I'm just going to leave this loose so that I can open or close it. Yeah, I've been thinking about this whole open canopy, closed canopy thing for about a month or two now. I know we like to do open canopies, but the reality is most of the flight lane photos and stuff that you see, they're closed for obvious reasons. I mean, you want to keep them closed because you don't know what's going to get in there. Not just dirt or whatever, but you know, if you're at a forward operating base or something, you know, if you're at some island in the Pacific and you go to scramble and you jump in the cockpit and there's a monkey in there or something, you know, you don't want to have to deal with that. That sounds ridiculous, but it's probably not. Cold coffee, ugh, almost as bad as cold eggs. So yeah, so really this guy, like I said, I'll do the pedo. I don't know that I'm gonna deal with that split edge, because if I put glue in there, I'm gonna jack the paint up. I mean, I could do it as wear because it's a leading edge. I could put some silver pencil on it, but I don't know. So bottom line is I'll finish this guy up and take some pictures. Another thing I don't typically do is what do you want? Is the formation lights. Yeah. Come here. Come here. You old cat, you. You old cat. This is Cindy. Cindy is like, well, what are you? 13, 14? How old's your owner? Grace just turned 18 and she got you in preschool or kindergarten. So, yeah, you're about 14. Oh, you're done, huh? All right. All we have left is the cat and the turtle. And turtles live to be like 3,000 years old, so. So anyway, that's where I'm going to go with this guy. And I've got the other one over here. I haven't got much. I mean, it's been like this for a while. And I think I just need, you know, I just need to move forward with it and make whatever's going to happen. This one's got some issues. I'm not really super happy with it. They both have issues. This one more so than that one. I have another one of these kits. So anyway. So yeah, so I can get this finished fairly quickly. This I need to get finished. We have to go to. This is on a schedule because of our travel plans. I highly recommend you don't let yourself get put on schedules. It's not fun. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to let this thing do its thing. I'm going to go get some more hot coffee and kind of figure out what I'm going to do with my day. And then wife walks out with coffee and says, "Doesn't that guy ever sleep?" Not much, you know. What is it? You know, we didn't really have labels for everything back in the day. Nowadays, it's like, oh, you have anxiety. Would you like some pills for that? I've had anxiety my whole life. I didn't need pills before. What do I need them for now? I sleep 6 hours, six and a half hours at best. And I always have. So whatever. But we got a pill for that. Please. Yeah. So I'm going to take off, go do some stuff. I might be on back and forth all day because I don't really have a whole lot going on. And like I said, this is probably going to just be what I do is just jump on when I'm doing stuff and then jump off, and then you guys can watch it when you watch it. Okay? Sounds good. Maybe I'll see you later. Well, I'll definitely see you at 8. Talk to you later. Take care of the people you love. Bye. I really need to set up a macro button so that I don't have to go through this process.